and welcome to Hero TV. I am Benedicta Umbong, and this is the segment where we discuss the fulfilling singlehood and married life. The reason we have decided to talk about this topic today is not far from what has been going on in society, where people are either upset or frustrated with their marriages or their single lives, or they're killing their spouses. Well, I have found out in my personal life drama that you can't really divulge a frustrating married life from a frustrating single life. I find that there are a lot of single people who live their single lives hoping to get married, waiting to get married, thinking that until they're married they can begin to fulfill purpose. As a matter of fact, the foundation upon which my ministry was founded was the gap I noticed. Single people who believe that until they get married they can't begin fulfilling purpose, and then married people who saw their marriage as a distraction from fulfilling purpose. And so we preach the fulfilling singlehood and married life because we believe that that's not what it ought to be. You can live a fulfilling single life and then move on to live a fulfilling married life. But why are a lot of the single people frustrated, hopeless, walking around feeling like there's something wrong with them? Well, you can't remove that from societal pressure, family pressure, peer pressure, things going on social media here and there. People seeing marriage as some kind of promised land. Until I get married, I can't really begin to live my life. Until I'm married, I can't really be happy. I need someone who I can call my wife or my husband. I need somebody who I can talk to. You're spending your single life running a foundation that would make marriage crumble really fast. Because a lot of people set unrealistic expectations for marriage, hoping that marriage is just going to fulfill all their dreams. And why do we see so much frustration in marriage? Because those expectations are, you can call them fairy tale expectations. You can as well just build castles in the sky. You see, because marriage doesn't come with anything for any single one of us. We go into marriage with who we are. Your personality is what you take into marriage. It's an empty box. It is what you put in that you take out. I tell people in singlehood, it's the time to build formidable friendships. There's not one spouse in this world that can be everything you need someone to be to you. That's the truth. You need to first conclude in your heart that your husband or your wife cannot be everything. Your confidant, your driver, your gate man, if you hear some expectations, some people are on third mainland bridge, their car gets broken, husband. They can't fix the gas, husband. The fuel in the gen is finished, husband. Sometimes men are dying these days. Young men are dying these days because a lot of what is resting on their shoulders is too heavy for them, because they probably married someone who saw husband as the answer to every prayer. What were you doing in your singlehood? Not building formidable friendships, people that even your husband is comfortable with you calling and asking to help you with this, help you sort out this, help you with that, because he may not be around all the time. But if instead of building friendships, you spend your singlehood hoping that this relationship will end in marriage, and when the guy is not talking in that direction, you walk away, you don't want to have anything to do with him anymore, you really want to move on to the next serious person. When I meet ladies who say, this guy is very serious, he's serious, he took me to his house, he's serious, and you're not asking questions like, is this the kind of person I want to spend the rest of my life with? What are his values? What are the things that are most important to her? What does she think about God? What does she think about life? What does she think about money? What are her intimacy values? People don't ask those important questions, so they get distracted by the show. They get distracted by all the other things that they're thinking about. This guy would be really fine if I put his picture on Facebook. Are you serious? Life is more than Facebook. Marriage is more than the picture you put as your pre-wedding picture on Facebook. And so people have all these wrong expectations, and then they run their life on this wrong road and on this speed lane, and then they enter into marriage. And then before you know it, I was saying just a little while ago to one of my sisters that people don't pack out of their marriages these days, they pack in. And so divorce makes headlines, right? You hear that she has divorced her husband, oh, headlines. She's separated, they no longer live together, oh, headlines. But these days, you don't get to hear those headlines. People are packing in their marriages. They're not talking anymore. They're not expressing themselves anymore. And so you hear someone has killed her husband or someone has killed his wife, and many times it is not unconnected to built up anger, bitterness, malice. And so what are you doing in your singlehood? It is a time when you should build the right foundation to have a fulfilling married life. Spend time developing your personality. Focus on who you really are. How do you handle anger? How do you handle impatience? How do you handle the season of waiting? Because you may have to wait in marriage. Some people get married and they don't exactly have children immediately. Some people get married, they don't get their jobs immediately. Some things just don't happen immediately. So in singlehood, you train yourself to wait. And guess what? I always say, none of us knows when marriage is going to happen. You might be listening to me now and you're 22, and marriage doesn't happen until you're 30. You might be listening and you're 30, marriage doesn't happen until you're 40. Nobody knows when marriage is going to happen. So you might as well live your single life to the full, fulfilling your purpose, doing away with everything that could bring frustration and unnecessary pressure on you. Your single life is a time when you can live to fulfill God's purpose for your life, even while waiting to get married. Until I come your way next time on Hero TV, I am Benedicta Mbong, and I say to you, keep watching Hero TV. God bless you.